from before, Xeno is running the Forestcraft and the Swordcraft decks, and then we have NeoArmstrong, which is running Forestcraft and Havencraft. His Forestcraft is a PTP Forest standard, triple Will of the Forest, double Fairy Beast. Very, very standard. He does have a 1-of Bellringer, and then Ding Dong. He is also playing Stormhaven. And then in case people don't remember, Xeno is running PTP Forest as well. Very, very similar list with the triple Will, double Fairy Beast, and then he's running mid-range sword.
Alright, we have a fairy circle here. I just got back, and I randomly said he has a fairy circle. I have a fairy. I have a roach.
Oh lord.
I'm just gonna stop there.
Yeah. It's okay. You had it there for a minute and then you lost me.
Looks like he has a really good start here. Or
I mean,
the Haven.
it's the common Haven play. Turn 1, Pinion Prayer or our Sacred Plea into turn 2 Arya.
Yeah.
Let's assume turn 3 is going to be Hollow Dogma. Let's see what happens.
That seems pretty slightly desperate. Would you have kept that Nature Guidance and just had 2 on board?
I think he's trying to cycle into some answers. You know, he did see that Arya, and he doesn't have a way to deal. He did pick up Will of the Forest. That's really, really good. You definitely do, for me, just double Sylvan Justice here.
And at least have 1 on board.
Yeah. I mean, he could opt to just trade it in, and save that Sylvan Justice.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do that as well, but he could probably think that if he can trade here, he can use the Sylvan Justice later to kill that 2 one.
No, I was definitely thinking the same thing.
So he wants a board so he can have some answers later. Not gonna get one anyway. He should have thought that Cudgel was gonna come out on turn 4 and played around it.
Yeah.
Just left it here.
I don't know why you would have played the fairy there in general. I don't know if there was really much of a point in playing that fairy. That extra fairy. It's not like you had something like Elven Princess Mage or something you were gonna Evo into.
Yep.
Maybe he just rotates that down. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't play the fairy here. Next turn, he can Will the Forest and Evo a fairy and kill what's left on board, maybe. That's 7, 8, 9. Will the Forest will only do 5.
He immediately plays the
Fairy Beast.
Fairy Beast.
Yeah, get his health up here, run this into that.
You might even Alter Fate next turn, which is a good idea. Or Nature Guidance the Beast again, to play it again.
Yeah, if you could do that.
So
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Nope. Now Alter Fate is looking pretty good right about now. Or Will of the Forest, actually.
Yeah, problem is he does take at least another 3, possibly 5, maybe more if he has Garuda as well.
He's gonna have to Alter Fate here. He doesn't have a lot of answers.
No. That's unfortunate. He's has a very awkward hand.
Yeah. And that's his last Altered Fate as well, which is Not good at all.
私は月に来る獣
Oh man.
No Evo. Could just play another Fairy Beast Evo that killed the 3-5. But then next turn might be lethal. No, next turn is... next turn could possibly be lethal if he has a Dogma. Or Garuda. Dogma or Garuda.
Dance of Death.
Or Dance of Death.
Pretty much anything a Haven player could have. Kills him.
Almost. It's... but Fairy Beast is a good idea right now. Otherwise he's not gonna come back from that.
森の嘆き
He opts out of it. I think he plans on getting the big ancient elf. That
真実の
Yeah,
導き
Evo this, kill the 3-4, play both fairies and ancient elf it back.
and then
Maybe.
Fairy
maybe.
Beast and Alter Fate next turn, turn 9.
何して遊ぶの
Yeah, that would probably be the play you'd have to
必
make.
ず守ります何して遊ぶの 終わりにしましょう
This is about 5 damage. But I did say about the Dogma though.
命の巡りとは覚悟
Ooh. No Garuda. All face. Now he has to play that Fairy Beast. Ooh. Not have to play the Fairy Whisper first. Get the Fairy Beast health.
Yeah. What if he does that? He can't alter fate.
Doesn't want to do that.
Oh,
This is
not enough.
not enough. This is 5, 6, 10. He doesn't have 10. He's looking for answers. Okay. So how is he going to play this out? Ancient Elf is...
No, he's still dead. If the ancient elf sees, dies.
Alright, that's... Play the Ancient Elf. Just play it, Ancient Elf.
私の負け
Well, I mean, he had 2 health. Yeah, I mean,
At
that was
least he-
unfortunate.
Yeah, at least he played towards the very end and he didn't want to give up just yet.
No, he was trying to see if there's something he could draw to save him. It's unfortunate.
He should have just played the Fairy Beast and do that the next turn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe. Yeah, I definitely would have just tried to give myself the best position. Maybe he was hoping he could get enough shadows to maybe get a PTP, but being at 2 health, you die to everything a Haven player would have, whether it be Garuda. The Pinion Prayer was popping next turn as well, so. I'm just waiting for the second match to start. Neo does have his well, why isn't this working? There we go. His PTP forced, and it looks like Xeno decided to keep
私だって戦
his PTP force for the mirror matchup. They're both almost the same deck. The difference is Neo is running a 1-of Bellringer Angel.
NeoArmstrong won that match versus
Stormhaven
Forest.
versus Forest.
and I also made a mistake with the scoring points.
Whoops.
It's okay, I reversed it.
It's upside down.
今日の森は平穏ね
Both of them are gonna be playing the Fairy Whisper. Did he play the Fairy Circle?
Yep.
No, the opponent didn't play the Fairy Circle.
No, the opponent played Fairy Whisper. He played Fairy Circle. Huh. Interesting, it opts to play 2 fairies here.
Maybe he wants to do the more aggro route.
I don't know if you can go the aggro route having double Altered Fate and a PTP in your hand. It's unfortunate that you have 2 PTPs in your hand.
Yes.
Or 2 Altered Fates.
And
so.
Path to Purgatory early in the game.
Yeah, I would have saved the fairies. I don't think there was a point in doing that.
He's still getting that board. He wants still wants that.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he's trying to generate shadows this way, so he doesn't think he's gonna draw into his 3rd Altered Fate, so he's just playing these out too.
Ooh. Or he can expect a Ancient Elf.
Yeah, that's
and
always
Evo
nice.
it. That's always nice.
That was a good pickup for him.
遠き未来への旅はまだ続きます。
Well, he killed the Ancient Elf.
In the race, we have 6 shadows for NeoArmstrong and 4 shadows for XenoGemini.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to use an Evo there to kill that. Just gonna play Elven Princess Mage, Evo it, run it in, and so that's it.
He's gonna have to alter fate eventually.
Yeah, I guess he's just trying to generate as much as possible. Maybe he wants to wait till he can get that PTP down. He does have double Fairy Whisperer. I mean,
Okay.
I think he's playing these just so he can Fairy Whisper, get shadows from the fairies dying. I mean, it's smart to get value out of them this way because they are value being on the board, so.
Oh, he saves his nature. I mean, he saves his Tia. Now it's back in his hand. Which is fine, which means he can bash into all of the fairies.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's just trying to get value out of as many cards that he has as he can. It's smart to play it that way. Having double Altered Fate in your hands, obviously it's dreadful if you pull another one, but it's unlikely with you already having 2.
Oh, and he's going even more aggro now.
ティア、すまない。ここで決めるよ。なんか体がキラキラしてきた。いったと。
So right now he has 13 and
He can get a lot of shadows.
hell, he can roach here.
Yeah. He could Fairy Whisper. Oh. Oh, he might be looking.
表情の輝きが。
I guess it doesn't matter, it's just stood this way.
何して遊ぶの？この領域は絶対
Huh.
不可侵。立ち去りなさい。
He really just wants to keep playing cards. Maybe that works for him.
And still be aggro with it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fine too. He's generating both while he can.
No, he's playing fine. I like the ways. I like. Honestly, I don't play P2P this way, and I like it. That the way he's playing it. Like I would have probably altered Faded way sooner in the match, and I actually see the value from watching it here of holding on to it so long. So.
There we go. This actually looks really good for his hand, tempo-wise. He already has 30 shadow. The problem is
No PTB.
no PT.
Sorry, he still does have 2 in the deck, and he does have, I believe, 1 more Glimmering Wings. He does have the Nature's Guidance as well, and he's only at 9 health, so if he can get into a Roach, he does have the Ancient Elf, Nature's Guidance.
He does have 21, not too far off, but the thing with this is that he's not getting any closer.
No, he's at 26. Not far off.
Fairy Beast is going to be important here. Currently at 28 shadows. He could just play the Ancient Elf, which he's going to do right now. But he also needs to play out a fairy. He doesn't really need a.
Yep. There's the Roach.
There's the Roach, and XenoGemini gets this one.
Yep. Wow, Xeno is.
So now it is now tied, and we are going to see Force versus. This matchup is pretty even too, so it depends on both hands.
Yeah, it's definitely hit or miss. PTP can deal with Sword okay sometimes, but if Sword has a really aggressive start,
well,
and
actually,
go ahead.
P2P has a good matchup versus Swords, at a rate of 55%.
That's weird. I looked at the stats the other day. It was like a 51%.
Oh, was that much closer? Maybe the data changed not too long ago.
Yeah, I mean, every day in different variants of PTP decks and Sword decks. Generally, it does favor PTP Forest. They do generally run 3 Will of the Forest and double Fairy Beast. But they can easily, not have enough cards in their hand for the Will of the Forest to be that big, or the Fairy Beast. Or they could just not have them, or have very awkward hands.
Yeah.
And if Sword has that really aggressive curve into the Floral Fenceron curve, into, Odahimi and Sage Commander, it's a lot for Forest to get through if they don't have cards such as Ancient Elf and the Elf Child May or Sylvan Justice. Cards like that to prevent and stop damage.
Yeah. Veteran Lancer looks pretty good. Full Soul Swing is not too bad, but I wouldn't put on a 1/1 fairy anyways.
Nope. Oh, look at that. Elf Child Bay. Coming in there.
Every time. Don't you just love it when you're playing swords and you play a 2/2 and they just Sylvan Justice every time?
It's every time.
Every time.
No, don't you like when you're going against Aggro Dragon and you Sylvan Justice early and then they follow up with Trinity Dragon? That happens to me so often that I just don't play it now until I see it. Oh man.
And don't you just hate it when you play against swords and on turn 4 they always have floor?
And Haven always has control.
Always have control. Ah.
Yeah. But there's definitely some common plays that you see here.
Yeah. It's very optimal, but you just have to think, can you not have these in your hand? Is there a time when you don't have that so I can win?
That's true. I completely agree. Look, see, there was the floral fence.
And look, there's an oven right after that, and then into an Elf Child May to get that one.
Oh.
Never mind, bad RNG. It's
I
okay.
mean, no, that's still good RNG.
Leaves a 1/1.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would have left it either way. But, yeah, like, it would have left a 2/2 or 1/1. Oh.
Good, kill that Elf May. Kill that demon Elf May.
Her eyes are beautiful, come on.
No. It's demonic. You, as a sword player, should hate that card too. You don't? Deception?
I don't.
This guy.
I love May too much.
Look at that! Another Elf Child May! Into an Ancient Elf, and into another Elf Child May.
Well, not yet, but it's there.
He knows it's coming. Even Blader looks pretty good though. Doesn't really necessarily need to use Aurelia just yet.
Yeah, you definitely just dropped the Avon Blader Evo. Yeah.
But the thing here is, that Elf Child May. There's no escaping it. Can't run away from the demon.
Poor demon. And there's the. I guess he decided just Aurelia. I mean, to be fair, it does have ward, and it's a bigger body. I guess. I'm not too sure why you made that play over the Avon Blader.
Maybe just to force it out, or force a card for an answer. There she is.
Yep.
We're
making her debut.
I mean, this is fine and all. I mean, he can evo the Perfect Soldier into the 6/1 and just not too bad either. Only thing is, it's still going to die to Elf Child May. Or rather gets it. Just remember guys, Even though you have Aurelia Regal Saber that protects you from enemy spells and effects, it is not immune to RNG effects or spells.
I mean, such as it's immune to targetable. So things that don't target anything specific are able to hit it.
I feel like they should be just immune to everything, you know?
Oh god, that'd be broken.
No, why not?
You can do no damage.
Aurelia's already Bay. She deserves to be buffed.
Dude, if they did that, oh man. I honestly would just play a deck with maid leaders and only my top end would be 3 Aurelias.
No, OTM is still too broken for that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
未熟でした。そんな。この剣に誓うあなたの勝利と栄光を。さあ、戦場をかけましょう。表彰の輝きが。
Well,
Wow, he doesn't really have much of an answer for this.
no.
And he's
I
ran
mean,
out of
what
steam
do you do
too.
when you go against what? That was his 3rd Aurelia?
Yes.
What do you do against that? 2 is already enough, but 3?
And then he gets to play the Sea Queen or the Avon Plater here.
I would play the oven.
Yeah, same here.
Maid leader and fervid soldier. He could decide to
No,
novice.
I'd novice trooper then after that May. Screw that May. I already told chat this once. If I see an elf May, I would all out of tempo just to kill that thing. And he does exactly what I want him to.
I don't think he should have traded with the fairy beast there. I mean, what his opponent returns it, but
I'd be as not with this. I would have went.
yeah.
Trading that elf May was work.
Well, I guess it's fine to trade it because he can't Sylvan Justice, and the only way it dies is if he runs a roach into it or a Tia.
この領域は絶対
So
不可
that's
侵。
that.
立ち去りなさい。我は表彰の剣なり。未熟でした。ずっと一緒よ。
Picks up the Sage Commander.
I will.
ご主人様。
Yep, he only runs it as a 1-off.
すまない。
I run it as a 3-of in my deck, but
祖国のために。
私の策を信じるのだ。
oh,
Straight
man.
into that. You already used all 3 in nature guidance, so any.
Yeah, you just go face.
Yeah. Only ancient elf. Top deck ancient elf. Right here.
Does he have it? Ancient Elf.
Ancient elf top deck. Oh, fairy circle. Unfortunate. Have to go face.
Maybe he has Roach, and no. Just trying to think. Maybe he had something, but I don't. Oh,
Feels bad.
that
3 damage.
Desperation Will.
Will of the Forest. Good trade. That's all he could do though. That's still
Well,
8
if
damage
he
to
had-
the face.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
タイやヒラメが舞い踊る。それ、遊んでよと姫様をお守りします。
Alright, well, this is, how many shadows is he at? The Force player?
34.
Wow,
he's well
I
above
didn't realize
30.
he was that close. Where's his PTP, man? That's unfortunate.
That's 34 and still does
Oh.
not have
私の負け。
PTP. Wow,
Wow.
and XenoGemini takes that win too.
Unfortunate for the Forest player there. And XenoGemini advances.
Reverse. That was winning both his fairies.